So hopefully you guys find us in this new broadcast location. And when you find us, please go ahead and say hello in the chat. So yeah, welcome back. Yeah, it closed last time because I didn't realize that when I exited on my computer, it would also completely end the broadcast, even though I was logged in on my phone. So that's something for me to learn. Continue to learn. Hi, Benny. Good to see you. I see you're still saying hello over on Twitter or Periscope. Maybe it is. But yeah, now that I'm holding my phone, right? I'm holding my phone. I'm holding my arm, which is holding up my phone. Yep, there it is. Coordination. And I'm about to show you guys hello in the chat. Very obedient with exactly what we
And
asked.
thanks for the award, David.
Yeah, so I wanted to switch to the phone view. Yes, very correct. Very, very correct, Charles. So I could show you guys the little spider. I don't have my macro lens on me, but I think we'll be able to see it decently enough. So here we go.
All right, let's do this.
So here's the plant. And here's the little spider.
Oh, I do see him. I do see him. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me get into. Let me like lean into my monitor and see what I can see.
I'll try to zoom in a little bit. I can maybe scare it out a little bit if that's helpful.
It's very cute. Yeah, I can't quite tell what it might be from here, but it's an adorable little jumper.
I assumed that it was a yellow sac spider when I saw that it was wrapped in a leaf like this, and then
yeah,
it was
the
like
style. The
yeah.
style of the sleeping bag does look like a sac spider.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it's on the top of the leaf. Usually they like to
Oh, really?
get in somewhere.
I didn't know that. I'm trying to see if I can scare it out of there, which is not very nice, scaring someone out of their home. But
sometimes we have to be slightly rude to the spiders to
yeah.
To study them or share them with people.
To get to know them. Yeah.
Yes, there we go.
You can't take care of and value what you don't know. So yeah. Thank you, Eddie, for the high five. Or the high award. How are you doing? Okay.
How long has that spider been there?
Probably just a couple days. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Hopefully it sticks around for a while and you get to see it mature. I assume it's not an adult yet, just because of the time of year. It might have, I guess, overwintered as an adult.
Yeah. Let's see if I can scare it out a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now it's out.
Ooh, okay. Oh, that kind of looks like let me take a look in here on the stream. The abdomen marking kind of looks like, I can see it more clearly. Does it look kind of like is there like any like shininess to it? Like a faint shininess?
Not that I can tell. But
I thought it might have been a like a juvenile Paraphytopus, like the ones that get really shiny as adults. The emerald green kind of has that kind of marking on the abdomen, but I also cannot fully see it, as probably not as well as people watching, because I've got the whole like studio setup. Can we like can we focus on your spider so it's like bigger? Like, can you put me in the corner?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's easier. So when I leave my computer, you're gonna have to be the one to do that.
Yes.
You see the pip arrangement thing?
Okay, there it is. Look, I've become small.
For future reference, yes. You have shrunk like a spider size.
This shows how easy Haps is to use, even someone like me.
There we go.
But it actually is easy. I just first time it's working. Yeah. Do you have you noticed it like hunting around in plants like that?
Not yet, I suppose, is my answer to that. So we'll see. Hi Edward, welcome. How are you doing today? Benny says he used to be scared to death of them. Issa helped. Oh, yay! Hello, Brant's Pet Paradise. Hope you're doing well. And Travis, good to see you. Thanks for joining us on Sips and Spiders. And how about a picture and blow that up? Oh, is that why we did the pip?
Yeah, we were trying to make it just a little bigger.
Yeah, I don't have magnification right. Well, I do have a little magnification, but not.
Yeah, see if you can like stick that on.
Not like I have like one of these right now, so it's not going to be like the best.
That would be great. I get pretty good stuff out of that.
Okay.
So you just gotta find the right distance.
Yeah.
Oh, the spider has noticed us. You saw it turn around and look at us, everyone. So that's the cool thing about jumping spiders. They literally have eyes on the back of their heads.
Literally,
so they can't like notice movement behind them. It's super cool.
I don't think this is working very well for me.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's just. Yeah, I know. I see it. It's not really like fully magnifying.
It's working for my eyes, but not for the phone. Interestingly.
Weird. How? Maybe like pull the camera away from it.
Yeah,
there's like a sweet
spot. I already tried something.
Yeah, then let's just enjoy it. I mean, it's honestly pretty good for like I bet it's a lot more visible in the actual stream than what I'm seeing in the studio, just because of the size.
Yeah. Yes, this is my free-range spider friend, I'll say, that lives in my housemate, everyone that lives right behind where I work.
Now, have you named him yet? Actually, I don't know if it's a male or female.
Do you want to name it?
Hey, we can name it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it back where it lives. It shows its residence, its place of residence, which is right next to the dissection scope, and also now it's a neighbor of my other spider.
Ooh.
I totally, you know what's sad? I totally forget what I named the spider. Oh, his name was, I forget. I'll have to come back. Sage. Its name is Sage.
But is that a jar inside of an enclosure that it's living in?
Yeah. It's a lazy spider transfer.
Oh, yeah. You just let him put them in there.
Yeah, I just put the whole previous enclosure inside, and it hasn't really moved into the new terrarium. But I did see it up at the very top one time.
Oh, nice.
So.
Yeah, I know one of the things that we like. I plan to talk about pet spiders today, so that's a nice.
Oh yeah.
Transition. What kind of spider is Sage?
The Sage is a Brazilian blue beauty spider.
Ooh, that's a gorgeous spider.
Yeah.
People are trying to think. Is that P. sazami? Pterinopelma sazami, I think, is their current name. Thanks for the high five, Eddie, by the way.
Yeah. The spider was a wedding gift for Ruman and I, a year and a half ago.
So. How big is it now? You've been seeing it grow up since it was a little baby.
Like that big.
That's a pretty decent size for a year of growth.
It might be full grown. It's a dwarf spider.
Oh, I didn't know there were a dwarf species.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I think, if you don't mind me diverging from our pet spider topic.
Oh, yeah, no, that was just like thoughts on the wind.
Yeah, Sage is a very sweet spider, Travis. One of the things I wanted to show you guys, and one of the reasons for switching to my phone was to take you outside to see the spider and the spiders in the snow. So before I take the camera with me, I'm gonna go put my coat on, so because that's gonna be hard to do while holding a camera, and then I'll come back and get you guys. So
perfect. There's some chat hellos that I missed. I want to say hi to Edward Lynn, who was asking about the name of these animals. So like, firstly, we're today so far all we've seen are spiders, which are a type of arachnid. They're actually not insects, which is one of the coolest things about them. They're like a completely different type of animal. But their names come from the scientists that study them. There's a whole really fun, actually. Okay, so one thing we should do one of these days, we should do a day where it's we try to find our like favorite / funniest spider scientific name that we can find, because the thing is, since people name spiders, sometimes people name so many spiders that they get bored of giving them like normal names and they start making their names just jokes.
Okay.
And they're amazing.
Okay.
Like there's a spider, I think it was named last year. The genus name is Guacamoke, and the species name is guacamole.
Guacamole? What?
Yeah, it's just guacamole. And the reason they get away with it by saying in the paper the species name is an arbitrary combination of letters, which is
an arbitrary combination of letters.
Taxonomists speak for I'm just making a joke and I'm allowed to do this.
Wow.
But there's some really good ones. I feel like that'd be a fun like mini segment to start off the show.
Yeah.
There's more good ones what's his name? Neville Park on Twitter knows these by heart. All the really hilarious taxonomic goofiness that happens within spiders because there's so many. So like you can just sneak in a few silly names. It's great.
Yeah, I like that idea. I don't know how to dive into finding all those names, but
there is a website where you can like just search all species names.
And yes, it is.
Yeah, let's do let's see, there we go. Oh, you're okay. I guess because you're outside the connections and those.
Oh wow, the spider web is totally covered in snow now. It's like a big snowball. So here's.
Okay, let me see if I. That's. Yeah. Okay. Put you back on. And can I put you in focus? Can I switch that? Aha. Okay, you've done it. Good.
Their service, so should work better now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so here's a spider web right here in the snow.
Is it that chunk in the middle?
Caught this right here, like all.
Yeah. Oh my. You can't even see that it was a spider web.
No, you can't. Here, let
Goes to show how sturdy they are.
Oh no, I kind of broke it, but it was gonna break anyway.
Yeah.
Because of the weight of the snow.
When you mentioned this, I thought it would be like, like when you see like raindrops on a spider web, like it'd still be like the pattern would be there, but it's just covered in so much snow that it like became this clump.
Oh, definitely. And these were not orb webs either, to be clear as well. These were not orb webs. And actually, if I hadn't looked at them earlier, I definitely would not have realized that they were spider webs. Here's another one.
And that one's
Look at this
too.
One.
Oh wow.
I know.
It's a little like cobweb it looks like.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure what kind of spider web it was, but yeah, I think cobwebbish. Didn't have a lot of clear structure to it.
Yeah.
Definitely not orb. But yeah, you can see the fallen strands now, and it's definitely a unique site. I feel very HAPS appropriate right now because HAPS, the platform HAPS, is based and started off deeply with for journalism, with journalism.
Oh, cool.
Objective and things like that, and so I feel like I'm like
you're reporting
with breaking news from Michigan. It's snowing and we're seeing a site that has never been seen before with snow piling upon the spider webs. And it's funny to think about because you don't see this in the winter otherwise, right, Sebastian?
Yeah, because you wouldn't be out there. Like normally in the winter, by the time all the snow's happening, most of the spiders the webs are probably fallen down from other stuff. Actually, there's a question Eddie's asking, or sounds like their kids are asking, how can spiders survive in the cold winter? You're out there now. Could you show us like some of the places where spiders might go in the winter? Because I feel like you can
to Sebastian at the headquarters. Yeah, I mean we have a lot of leaf litter here at the house that we've left behind, and then there's also like a lot more protected areas where the snow is not hitting because of the trees, the canopies of the trees.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, I mean, there's like a lot of like nooks and crannies where the spiders would probably go into the soil. Some of them, the ground ones, and then other ones must overwinter from like I can't lift these up because they've been here for too long. But others must like overwinter as eggs and other forms too, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. So like all that. Travis is asking if they burrow in the ground. Some spiders do make burrows. Other ones, even if you just go like a few layers of leaf litter deep, that's an actual just like natural insulation. So like we see the top layer, but to us and it looks like it's flat to us, right? But to like an animal like a spider that's so tiny, that's like, I mean, that's, you know, it would be the equivalent of something of like several floors deep for like one of us. So they can go all the way down into like, they may not even have to burrow underground. They just have to get under all those leaves, and they'll have a really nice insulated space to sleep. So it's really amazing. I mean, you know, spiders that are adapted to cold places, yeah, they'll overwinter. And then as soon as it's warm, you see adults come out. That's how you know, right? If you see adults on like the early warm days, those animals, or like, you know, not babies, anything between like a juvenile to adult, those animals must have slept through the winter and they're waking up now.
Yeah, thought I'd share some of the beautiful spring flowers while we're at it. Here they are. Some lovely red buds, native red bud trees.
I mean, those you can kind of at least see through. But
yeah, I was curious if there are other spider webs I could find too, but it's hard to tell now that they're covered in snow, which might be a spider web. So
yeah, because I usually look for like kind of that silveryness or just it reflecting in the sun, but you're not going to get that now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll go back inside now. But this is Lisa Betancourt reporting from the field for Sips and Spiders. Gotta get back to my Sips now after checking on the spiders.
Thank you for the field report. Sure. We really appreciated the going out into nature and seeing what these animals might be dealing with now.
You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Yeah, maybe I did just get a phone with an unlimited data plan. Maybe one of these days I can poke around and like do the I can go out on the field and try to get something going.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, totally.
Oh. I mean, I guess go to like the garden by my building. There's something I've seen a few spiders there. Maybe one of these days in the summer I can. We'll see how well it works for my phone, because it'd be really cool to like I just call in from like a park or something and we just try to find what we find. That'd be blast. Yeah. I mean, I've got spiders around me, but they're all my pet spiders.
I'll start the kettle. There's an electric kettle here.
I see Sean.
I'm gonna switch back to my computer.
Yeah, so, I'll take over for a bit. Because Sean actually had a really interesting point about, apparently, I didn't know this, that some spiders, especially orb weavers, overwinter as eggs, and that Argiope, that one that we talked about in the beginning, is one of them, and so it wouldn't have survived the winter anyway, which makes me feel a little better. But I also think, like, I know I saw it lay an egg sac, and I'm pretty sure that got cleared too. So that's a sad point, because those egg sacs hatching is really fun to watch. I've also hooked up my phone to DSLR, or Nikon also does it. I think we did it last time when I was the first Sips and Spiders. I fed my trapdoor spider at the end of the stream, and that was pretty sure I did it via my camera. But though I had to, if I brought my laptop, ran the internet through the phone, and hooked up the DSLR to it, it'd be real janky, but that'd be really cool. I could bring out like my macro lens and we could do some like, I will experiment with this because it sounds fun. We could like legit do a full stream from the field, which would be excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean, if you want to hop on and join us, you're welcome to, by the way. Anyway, good to be back inside from the fields, but it was also refreshing out there as well. So,
Ooh, wireless USB. Didn't know about. Sorry, Sean's dropping all this interesting info in the chat. It's just like ideas for future streams. Yeah, I wonder, okay, so it's been a few weeks of like spring, at least for me. And I wanted to ask, what was the first spider that you saw this year? Was it warmed up?
Yeah, I'm going to invite.
Yeah, bring Sean in.
Sean up because he said I would, do not know how. So
Let's do this.
I'm inviting you now. You'll see once I send the invite, you'll see join the broadcast as an option. Are you watching from your computer? If you have any questions, let me know. But you're invited now. So. But yeah, what was your question, Sebastian? What spider have you seen first?
What was the first spider you saw this year? I always like try to think of like the first spider.
Season.
Yeah, of the season. Sorry, yeah, not counting pet spiders, but like what was the first spider that you saw? I have one that I usually see every year, but I'm curious.
I don't even know, to tell the truth. I think I see so many spiders in my house between my pets, and we have a lot of yellow sac spiders in the house.
Yeah.
That jealous. I like while with insects, I'm like, insects, where are you? Like, come to me in the spring. Like, I'm not as much like that with the spiders because I'm already pretty satisfied with the number of spiders in my life. Not that it's like enough or like ever enough,
but you have regular spider access.
Yeah, it's not largely lacking. Yeah.
You know, I'm very jealous of that because like I guess because I'm in an apartment building. It's a lot rarer that I get a spider come in, but every year in the spring, I get these tiny little jumping spiders. It's some of the like really small common ones in the genus Attalus. They used to be in the genus Psittacus, which is what I know them by, but they're Attalus now. They're like really, really tiny. They're like flecked, like brown and a little bit of gray, but they're like small. They're like super tiny, and there's one like bathroom window that they come in, and so when it gets warm enough, it's like it's finally spring. Like one jumping spider got in.
Oh, that's fun. It's fun to have those little indicators to let you know. It's a fun little way to let you know that the world is turning around the sun and it's that time of year again, sort of thing.
I do wish I had a house that was full of spiders because like it's not enough. Sometimes I'm busy and I can't go out and find them. I wish they'd just come.
It's also sad that it'd be really hard to have a house full of spiders because of the problem where a bunch of them might eat each other.
That's true. Yeah.
So
you gotta set up like different ecosystems and areas where you could just make a very spider-friendly house.
Yeah. Travis is saying we usually get daddy long legs in my house.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Actually, I did get there was one year I got an opilionid on my window. On that same, it's one specific bathroom window that they like.
Oh yeah.
There was also I remember because it shed its skin, and then the shed skin stayed there for like months as a reminder that it had been there. I don't know where it went off to, but it's the side of the building that like faces the sun, so I think a lot of them come up there to like warm up during the day. And yeah, these the jumping spiders, the Attalus ones, they're ones that I bet almost everyone here might be able to find on like the sides of their buildings. I see them as like one of the most common species on like human structures. So like like a brick wall or any like exterior wall of a building, a few feet off the ground on the sunny side, you could probably find one of these tiny little jumping spiders. I don't know what their common name is anymore, actually.
There's a really common jumping spider here, but I'm not sure the species. But I'll see if I can send you a photo of it, because I'm not prepared right now to send that to you. But we have David in the comments saying, I think my first outdoor spider this year was Noctinae umbratica, an Araneid.
Ooh, that's a pretty
weaver,
spider. I just Googled
but I'm not
it.
good with spiders, so don't actively record them.
It's a really handsome orb weaver. It's like black for the most part with like some patterning on the abdomen and a few like striped legs, but it's a really handsome like kind of like like those like heathered black t-shirts, kind of like that texture where it's like not solid. It's like there's a little like I don't know texture to it. It's really nice. Very pretty spider. I've never seen one before, so love to meet one.
Yeah. Sean unfortunately was not able to join us, but I will say, well, I'm about to comment this what I'm about to say, but I was going to say maybe if you're up for trying again now or in the future, try your phone, because Haps is an app for phones too. So, yeah. Cool. Sean says, I see spiders even through the winter, but I have a weirdly attuned search image.
Yeah, once you start opening your eyes to them, like you catch them. Especially if you have a house that's got like space sun. Thanks for the high five, Eddie. Have a great evening. Thanks for showing up to the event.
And did you see Justin's comments too, Sebastian?
Oh, Justin. Oh, hey, Justin's here. Hey, Justin. Your first spider was a Platycryptus undatus. That's a really good one. I haven't seen one in a good while. They're like those are the, if people don't know them, they're some of the jumping spiders that are kind of really flat. So like they're pretty good at like living under like bark, but they also really like if you have a house that has like siding, like those like paneled sidings, they like to get up in there. They're really cool, and they get like pretty big for a jumping spider. I've seen some like really chonky ones that get like, I mean, big for a jumping spider is like that, right? But it's still like a pretty decent sized jumper. Really, really cute, impressive spiders.
Oh, cool. Can we take a mini commercial break for a moment?
Commercial break. Let's do it.
Okay, so this is a Bug Scope commercial break. I'm gonna switch to the pip thingy and click on this to introduce.
Hey.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us on the Bug Scope channel. This coming up this Thursday for Earth Day, we're gonna be having Autumn and Jealous join us to talk about mosquitoes.
Oh, awesome.
So make sure you check it out. It's gonna happen. I don't think I have the schedule right. Oh, maybe I did change the time. I may have changed. I have to double check. I may have changed the time. I should probably know this, but I may have changed the time to the evening, so it'd be after work for more people in the USA, potentially. So I'll double check that. But on Thursday, Autumn's going to join us to talk about mosquitoes. And so make sure you come on by for that. If you're not able to make it, please feel free to add questions. And this is already tiered up in Haps, although you can't change the time. So if I got the time wrong,
right now the time says 5 to 6.
Yeah, I may have done that on purpose, so it'd be after work for the East Coast.
Cool.
So sorry for people who I know that can be a little late for our friends over in Europe. So if feel free to submit questions ahead of time. And then other thing I wanted to share is that I'm going to put this in the chat here, and that's I think I took a screenshot to upload. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Also, the other little commercial break comment or upcoming events is that I've partnered with Atlas Obscura to offer an backyard entomology course. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So it's happening next week. If you're looking for a way to celebrate Earth Day, well, one, joining us on Sips and Spiders is a great way to celebrate Earth Day. Woo! And then also, if you're interested, you can sign up for the course and share it with your friends or family or whoever might be interested in taking a dive into the world of entomology. So yeah, very excited about this. So 5 sessions, and also the first topic, kind of an intro into the world of entomology. Second session is going to be how insects work, so looking at their sensory systems, things like that. And then the next topics will be insects inside, and I'm going to have Matt Bertone as a guest speaker for that one, talk about his work researching and studying the insects inside houses. And then insects right outside your door. And then finally, like how to support bugs. And so I invite you guys, and if you're already entomologists and arachnologists, then you probably will, share with your friends maybe who might want to dive into these things. Yeah.
That's really cool.
So yeah.
I'll share it around because that's a really nice, like I'm looking at the page now. It's like a nice arc. Are you going to be, is it just going to be insects or insects and arachnids?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. So it is going to be pretty much mostly just insects, but I will probably, of course, include spiders too here and there because I can't help that.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just put it in the idea, you know, how do you know you have an insect?
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, spiders will inevitably fall in there too because they're awesome. I haven't figured out exactly where, but definitely when I talk about inside, spiders play a decent role. They definitely show up in the house. Some of them by accident, some of them on purpose, and so that will definitely be touched upon. So yeah, that concludes the little Bug Scope commercial break. So thanks everyone for joining for that. And then we'll get back to just talking about any random thing about spiders, which we kind of ended up doing anyway when we were talking about this just now.
Look, this is like, if you bring me on any show, it doesn't matter what the topic is, I will talk about spiders. I will find a way. That's just an inevitability that we all agreed to when Sebastian was coming to this event.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing. Yep. Very welcomed.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think of like what's the strangest place that I've like situation that I've like gone on like a spider. No, that like I've got into like that I've turned into a spider conversation.
Oh, okay.
Because like
yeah.
I mean, there's like ones that like make sense where it's like I'm out in a place like photographing a spider, but I look like I've got like my gear and like my knee pads and everything. And then someone's just like, what are you doing?
Oh, I see.
But there's also ones where it's just like, trying to think of a specific example. I don't know. Have you been in like somewhere strange where it's like, you're doing everyday life stuff and then it's like, oh no, now we're doing like arthropod conversation?
Yeah, let me see if I have the picture for it too, for the best. Let me see if I can find the photo for it. It'll be worth it. Yeah, I have the photo for it. Here it is. I think that this is it. Yep, here it is. So
yeah. Oh, there
here,
we go.
do you guys see where this is?
Oh my God.
A very cloudy morning. And this is the Taj Mahal in India. And then that on the ground is me taking a picture of the bugs in the pools outside of the Taj Mahal. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that probably answers that. It wasn't a spider that I was looking at, although I'm sure many people look at water striders and think, a spider. But I do have, from that morning, a very misty morning, I do have a photo of to bring it back to spiders. I do have a photo of a spider that I took in the gardens there. That's uploading now. Yeah,
nice.
this was back when I went there for my brother-in-law's wedding. Yeah. And then here's the spider picture that is from that garden place too. So.
Oh, that's a gorgeous shot.
Thanks. Yeah, it was really pretty and just like really cool to see all the water droplets.
Love the web. Yeah. Yeah, I really want to try to get a photo like that. I'm often not awake early enough to do it. I have one. Beautiful one, except that it's on my smartphone. So I'm like, could have been nicer. Um, those moments. It was back before I had like a nice rig, like camera set up, and I haven't seen like a really nice like dewy spider web since. Just because by the time I'm out, they're usually like dried up.
Yeah. We went really early in the morning. Like we stood in line before it even opened that day because we wanted to get the sunrise, and we didn't get a sunrise, but we like you couldn't even see the Taj Mahal. Yeah, you couldn't even see the Taj Mahal for a lot of the time we were there though because of how foggy it was. But it was interesting that way, I guess, right? Because normally you see it and it's so clear and it's like the same picture every time, perhaps. So maybe the fog is helpful in that way that it makes it more
I really liked it. It looked kind of like like magical, mysterious, kind of like you're not sure if it's there or not. I like it.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Oh, okay, no, okay. I have mine. I have my weird spider moment.
Okay.
It was at one of my friends' wedding.
Yeah.
And we're doing like the rehearsal, like just like everyone kind of doing the walkthrough of like, okay, you'll stand here. And then I just like and it's like in an outdoor garden in front of like the venue, and there was a tree and we have to like walk by it, like because I was in the wedding party, so like we have to walk by out to like where they're gonna do like the altar. And like on the tree, this huge Platycryptus, one of those tan jumping spiders, just like peeks out from under the peeling bark.
Ooh.
And I had a vial in my pocket. So I just I just like had a jumping spider for the rest of the wedding. Like, you want to see it? Just that's if that doesn't describe me in a in one experience.
It's you being true to yourself right there.
Yeah, I will say
if you hadn't done that, it just would have been non-authentic.
It's true. I did it in the rehearsal, not during the actual like ceremony, but the spider was in my pocket during the ceremony.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, Gavin, yeah, no, you always bring a vial. Like Sean's right. Always I have vials in my car. Like I just leave a vial in my car. I have vials that I like have in every bag. There's like an emergency vial because you never know when you're gonna find something really good. And you don't want to be. I've improvised, but I don't want to improvise. Like you can, like I had like a sandwich bag, and I'm like I was eating a sandwich. Like, wait, there's a really good jumping spider right there. So like I had to take the sandwich bag, like puff it up full of air so it wouldn't get squished, and like put like a crinkled piece of paper in there to give it like volume, and like then I put the spider in there. But I've done it with like gosh, I didn't put it. No, it was like aluminum foil once. But like you much rather have a vial, man. It's not good. Oh, I did it with a towel. I caught a Phidippus in a towel, and like a little like hand towel. But yeah, you want to keep a vial so you don't have to do that.
It's most responsible to bring a vial because otherwise it's also just like if you don't have the vial with those other things, you're afraid of squishing the bug or the spider, and then it's like
no one
you didn't save it for science or you didn't save it for fun or whatever, anything. So that's really tragic. Yeah. Good to be prepared. Gavin's asking, are they empty or with alcohol?
I always collect dry, so not an alcoholic, unless I'm specifically. One time I went out and I was collecting for the Carnegie Museum, and then I had the alcohol vials. But what I would always do is I'd collect dry, bring the spider back, photograph it, and then put it in the vial, in the alcohol, just so that I could like get a clear record of the spider before I guess sacrificed it into the vial. But yeah, I've only done that once. It was all right, but I felt bad killing the spiders. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sean says dry vials are good for most things. A few screw top microfuge tubes with ETOH is also nice. Yeah. Having a little bit of both is nice. But if you only have one thing, I do like to have a dry vial. Yeah. And plastic, ideally, too.
Yeah, I have some glass vials. They're nice, but I'm always afraid they're gonna shatter. They never have. It's just
I've had them break before. Not only like once or twice, because they are stronger than they're rather strong, but it can happen. Yeah. Sean also says I always feel bad killing spiders. Yeah, same. Yeah. Anything really.
Yeah. These are the ones I have everywhere. These little
oh, nice.
Yeah. They're when you get them, they're really good and clear for photos. And then if you have DEET on your hands and touch them, they start getting milky.
Oh yeah.
Because I can tell how much I've used them based on that.
David says, I've pursued insects down a busy commuter train. This being London, no one said anything.
We need to know what insect was it, and B, did you get it? These are very important.
Definitely. Hello, Alex. Good to have you here with us.
I don't think I've found Have I found spiders on public transportation before? I mean, I've seen them. I know they're there in but have I collected from public transit? I don't think I have. I have collected from every time I was doing research, and we'd go out and we rented a rental car to drive around to different sites. No matter what trip it was, there was always at least one jumping spider that we collected inside the rental car and had to write down. We didn't know where it got on, so it's in the database. It's Habronata something female, collection site Toyota Sienna. Official site is from there. There's always one because they do manage to get in.
Yeah.
Oh, there was this. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the tricky thing about catching an insect in transit is that it's harder. You don't really know where it's coming from and where it's going to.
Yeah.
So it makes it a little tricky from the science side of. I mean, it's fun from the dispersal size, but if you're for specimens at least, you need the location, and so with a moving spider or insect, the information is it's not settled yet of where they're living.
There was that does remind me though. Remember when we went out to get to look at Oedipus smitzingeri with Steve Tesler?
Yeah.
So these are the Pennsylvania purseweb spiders, which I think in the photo for the promotion for the thumbnail for the original event, it's us with I'm holding one in a tube.
Oh,
but there are these spiders that make these little purse webs. They look like little tubes all at the base of trees and
little silken sacks.
Yeah, but they're these long tubes.
Yeah, but they're not. I guess what I'm trying to emphasize is that they don't hold that structure really. They just look kind of floppy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they flatten down.
Floppy tubes.
Yeah, they are floppy tubes
that are camouflaged and have debris on them, so they're brown. But you can tell.
Imagine if you stapled a sock to a tree, but the sock was the exact same color as a tree. That's what it looks like.
That's a good description.
I remember, because we're talking about public transit, Steve was saying about how the distribution of those spiders in West Philadelphia, because that's where they're from, is tied in part to the tram lines, the above ground rail lines, because those are the few places where there's still green space. So the spiders not quite take the train, but sort of take the train, and that they areas where the babies can find new places to live is limited to the train lines, since the rest of the environment has already been cleared for strip malls and stuff. But that little green corridor of the train is their very, very slow over many years highway.
Yeah, it's definitely a good example of the importance of connectivity when it comes to natural habitats and green spaces. Yeah. Yeah. So 2 things here. Well, on this topic, Sean says, I want to see Adipus. Gil Wisen told me the first weekend he was in Canada, he found one, did not realize how rare they were, and failed to photograph it. Comes in the Philly area. Woo!
Yeah, if you go to Philly area, like we can give you like exact coordinates to find them. I had one that we collected there, but it matured into a male and unfortunately passed away. Otherwise, I would show it to you now because he was so cool. But I've been wanting to meet other adipose because I know there's other adipose species in the United States, and I've seen reports of them in like this part of Pennsylvania, and like just never had like now that I know what the tubes look like, every time I'm walking around in a new place, I'm like looking at the base of trees, like what's going on, but I still haven't seen another purse web. Love to.
Yeah. So Gavin is saying, have you ever done any work with arachnids in caves?
No, I haven't. I want to.
I've seen
There's good stuff in caves.
Yeah.
Good stuff in there.
Have you, Gavin? Also, Gavin, I did invite you to the broadcast if you want to pop up too, but no pressure, of course. And also, I do have to go soon, probably in like 5 minutes, as a heads up. At like 7:15, I gotta go. But
you can wrap up.
Yeah. Charles says, so you're both spider knowers / fans. We didn't really give credentials or anything like that.
That's true. These are just random people that were acting like we know them because we do, but
yeah. So yeah. Sebastian got his PhD studying spider communication, specifically the spiders of jumping spiders, and that was last year that he got it. So he's Dr. Sebastian. We'll use your first name here. Hi, Doe. How's it going? Yeah. So, wait. Do you understand what Sean's saying about plug for the?
Yes.
The AS meeting.
Yeah. Okay.
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
That's a really cool thing. Okay, so I wish I had we don't have promotional images for it yet, but this is a really cool thing that I bet a lot of people watching now would want to attend. So this year, the American Arachnological Society, our conference is going to be digital again because of the pandemic. But that means that you don't have to fly anywhere to join the conference, and the conference is going to be open to everyone. You do not have to be a scientist. You just need to be someone who wants to show up and learn about spiders. Registration is going to be $20 for everyone. But if that is a lot, we have funds and like donations to cover if that's like too much for you. If you can't pay, just let us know and we'll figure that out and you can attend. But the really cool thing that Sean's mentioning, we're going to have 2 movie nights. We're watching 2 really, really cool documentaries, and attendance to the conference gets you into all of the events, including the movie nights. The first one is called Miratus, and that is about I believe it's a person's it's just someone working in, I think, sanitation. Yeah, but it's just like a regular person who wasn't a scientist who like discovers a peacock spider and like gets into the world of studying these animals. And then the second one is the one that Sean mentioned, which is called 16 Legs. And that is a documentary / there's like a dramatization story to it too, but it's about this really, really cool cave spider, super endangered spider in Tasmania. Is that where it's from? I believe. Is it Troglodyte? But anyway, it's a really cool documentary that you'll be able to see that's not airing anywhere else. So Miratus you can find yourself. 16 Legs is not airing anywhere. So the only way you can see it for most people would be to attend the American Arachnology Conference. And our website, right now, I don't think the conference website is open because we're still creating it. But if you just keep an eye on to, it is Tasmania, thank you, Sean. If you keep an eye on to the homepage of the American Arachnological Society, once that's up, which will be in like a week or 2, registration will be open. You can sign up. We're gonna have a lot of really cool outreach events too. We're gonna do a live stream with Isa.
Woo!
And a bio blitz where we're trying to collect as many spiders as possible, different types of spiders. But all the research talks, all of these events are available for anyone who shows up. You do not have to be a scientist. You do not have to be like anything. If you just want to learn about these animals,
you just have to sign up and show up.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, it'll be all over. What's words? I'm sorry, words are hard. It'll be all digital, so like you can show up for some events, not for others. It's going to be spread out over a couple of days. And yeah, I'm
a bunch of days
organizing stuff. Yeah, the movie nights will be Friday.
July.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say it's over a bunch of nights from June 24th to July 1st, according to the website so far.
Yeah. Thank you for remembering to say the day.
Sure.
Yes. The movie nights will be on Friday, which I believe is the 25th, and Saturday, which I believe is the 26th.
And over Zoom?
Yeah, we will. It'll be over I don't know if it'll be Zoom or a different software that we're using, but they will all be streamed. So everyone will get to watch it together. And I think there'll be like a chat for conversations and stuff.
Cool. Thanks for joining us, Alex.
So if you had fun at this and you just want to do this for like a week, but with actual science talks and fun events, AAS conference this summer.
Woo! Awesome. That was our second commercial break for the Sips and Spiders today. But it's funny because it's like commercial break, but it's like on topic and just more opportunities. Woo! Travis says a cool sci-fi spider movie would be great. Yeah.
You will enjoy 16 Legs, I think, because it has some elements of like science fiction fantasy interwoven into the like documentary story of the spiders. So yeah, check that out.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah.
And is it by Neil Gaiman who did it? Gosh. I should know these things before I start plugging them, but that's a job for me to remember next time.
No, you're right. You said it right when Sean's comment came through. Neil narrates it. Yeah,
Neil Gaiman is a narrator, so it's really interesting. The production of it is something that I'm really fascinated by, and that like I didn't think anyone would make a movie like this, and it's really cool.
Cool, awesome. Yeah, I'll have to register when will registration open?
We are still working on the registration form. It should be out probably in the next week or two. I will have it everywhere on all my social media and everything. So I'll tag you and maybe you can share it around the Bug Scope community as well.
Excellent.
But I think there's a lot of overlap and interest.
Totally. So I have to go in a moment, and you're welcome to keep on.
I'm almost done with my drink, so.
Oh, good timing then. And I'm almost out of my delicious, amazing, best in the world tap water from Ann Arbor, Michigan. I don't know where it's sourced from.
I mean, I miss New York City tap water. Gonna be honest, that stuff is delicious.
But before we go, I wanted to say, when are we going to do our next Sips and Spiders?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Third Tuesday of May?
I think third Tuesday of May is perfect. Yeah, we've got this like nice monthly schedule.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so third Tuesday. Did I say Thursday by accident?
The 18th of May.
The 18th of May. And it sounds like maybe we'll have more information about the American Arachnological Society, and maybe registration will be open. So
we'll bring it back up then.
Cool.
And registration will be open until the start of the conference. Like there won't be a deadline. There's only a deadline if you are presenting, if you want to present scientific research, but there won't be like a cutoff for registration because it's all digital.
Cool. Sounds great. All right. Thanks everyone for joining today. Bye, Travis. Bye, David. Good night.
Thanks everyone.
Bye, Sean. Thanks for joining
us.
Sean,
and the fact that you recognize my IKEA glass scares me a little bit. I do feel slightly called out. But thank you all for coming. I'll see you all in the month for the next event. It'll be a blast because it'll be warmer then, and we'll have more spider stories to share.
There probably won't be snow in May, I hope. So cheers from snowy Michigan. Woo! All right.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for
good to have you
joining
here
us.
Too. Bye.
And keep an eye out for spiders. And remember any spider stories for next time, because we'd love to hear what you've seen between now and then.
Yes. You have to end it, Sebastian.
Oh, I have to. Here I'm like, well, let me do all this.
I see you giving the signal.
Yeah, there's a sign up. Yeah, okay.
All right. The one this time. You have the power.
Very professional performance here at Sips and Spiders when Sebastian runs it. All right.
You're doing a great job.
Goodbye, everyone.